Baik, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Alhamdulillah sudah terlewati sholat maghrib. Mari kita lanjutkan peserta storytelling tingkat SMP sekota Banjarmasin pada lomba festival Bulan Bahasa yang diadakan oleh SMP Islam Al-Azhar 47 Banjarbaru. Kita lanjut ke peserta nomor 4.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone. First of all, thank you so much for the chance given to me for participating in this competition. Let me introduce myself first. My name is Ahmad Supriyadi from SMP Negeri 5 Banjarbaru. And today, I would like to tell you guys a folklore that comes from Central Java and Yogyakarta titled Roro Jonggrang. So, without further ado, let's get started. I will present to you guys the legend of Roro Jonggrang. The legend of Roro Jonggrang began with a war between two neighboring kingdoms. We have Pengging and Boko. Prabu Damarmoyo ruled the kingdom of Pengging. On the other side, Prabu Boko ruled the Boko kingdom with the help of his royal advisor, Patibukolo. To win the war, Prabu Damarmoyo sent his son, named Bandung Bondowoso, who had supernatural powers, to the battlefield. Now, let's get into the battle part. In the violent battle, Bandung Bondowoso killed Prabu Boko. And then, Prabu Boko suddenly died, hence Bandung Bondowoso won the war. So, the last remaining army of Boko kingdom, led by Patigupolo, ran back to the palace and reported it to the princess, the daughter of Prabu Boko. After he won the war, Bandung Bondowoso continued his siege by leading his army to attack Ratu Boko. Ratu Boko is the palace name of the Boko kingdom. When they got there, Bandung Bondowoso met the princess and he was mesmerized by her beauty. He was like, "Oh my gosh, you're so beautiful, my dear. Please marry me." But, however, Roro Jonggrang doesn't want to marry him because he murdered her beloved father, King Boko. But, on the other hand, she couldn't directly decline the proposal because Bandung Bondowoso was in the upper hand. Therefore, she put conditions to the proposal. Bandung Bondowoso had to build 1,000 temples in just one night. She was like, "If you want to marry me, you have to build 1,000 of temples in just one night." So of course, Bandung Bondowoso is shocked. He was like, "What? Impossible? You can't just give me an excuse for not marrying me." But still, because Bandung Bondowoso wants to marry her, he accepted the challenge. To build 1,000 temples in just one night, Bandung Bondowoso asked spirits to help him. But listen to this. Their speed in building those temples are really fast. Like, they can finish 999 temples in less than 24 hours. How cool is that? Now, let's continue. Consequently, when they finished building 999 temples, Roro Jonggrang woke all her mates and villagers up. She asked them to pound rice and set up a fire in the east to make it look like the sun had risen. She was like, "Please prepare a lot of straws and mortar. Come on, hurry up." And then they began to work. Roro Jonggrang continued again. "Listen, all the spirits are building the temples, right? We have to stop them by burning straws and make some noise by pounding the mortar to make it look like the sun had risen. All the spirits will think it's already morning and they will run away. Spirits are afraid of sunlight." And that worked. Seeing the light in the east, all the spirits thought the day had begun. They immediately abandoned their work. Since there were only 999 temples, Roro Jonggrang had a legitimate excuse to refuse the marriage proposal. But here comes the spicy part. When Bandung Bondoso found out Roro Jonggrang was cheating, he was furious and just full of anger. He was like, "You cannot fool me, Roro Jonggrang. I already have 999 temples. I just need one more temples. Now I will curse you into the 1000th temple." Whoosh. Without thought, Rojo Jonggrang was cursed to be a statue to finish the 1000th temple. The legend of Rojo Jonggrang teaches us not to be too proud or full of dishonesty. It's important to be honest and fair in our actions, as dishonesty can lead to consequences we didn't expect. In this case, God cursed to be a statue. Alright, finally, ladies and gentlemen, we've come to an end. Thank you so much for listening to this story. My name is Ahmad Supriyadi. Have a great day, and wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Oke, luar biasa sekali. Mari kita lanjutkan ke nomor urut 5.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Honorable all happy judges and honorable all happy audiences. Today, I would like to tell a story by the title The Greedy Monkey. A family of the monkey lived in the forest in South China. The hunter was knew they will live in the forest and want to catch them. But the monkey was very clever. They always ran away when they saw him coming. One day, the monkey was playing around. But suddenly, one of them thought he could smell something. Hiya, what a beautiful smell. Where is it come from? The monkey soon found that it was coming from the large jar. And there was a several red shoes beside of the red jar. We must be careful. I'm sure the hunter was playing tricks on us. But why he do that with the beautiful red shoes? As he spoke and scratched, his feet began to itch. Yet a third monkey advised them, "We'll never get caught by the hunter because we are always careful." You're right. We are very careful. We don't want to get caught by the hunter. Silly old hunter. Do you really can catch us? Silly old hunter. Silly old hunter. They are shout until their throat was out. They are stood and circling all the red shoes and the wine. Can we taste a little bit of the wine, please? Yeah, what a beautiful smell. What a marvelous smell. We were very lucky. The monkey was opening the jar and tried to taste it using tongue only. Several times they are drinking the wine until the wine is out. One of the monkey using the shoes, they are dancing and dancing around together. And one of them drinking too much wine and they are getting drunk and fell off. But suddenly they are hear something in the forest, and it was the hunter. but they couldn't because the shoes was tied together. It was easy the hunter to catch them all. We are very unlucky. Now we can only blame ourselves because we are too greedy. And the moral of this video is don't be such a greedy person or you will get unlucky situation. Thank you for your kind attention. I'm so sorry for mistake that I do. The last I said was Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Oke, keren banget penampilan dari nomor urut 5. Sekarang kita berpindah ke nomor urut 6.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Sidil Fitriani. I'm gonna tell you a story about Sang Kuryang. So yeah, just keep watching. Once upon a time in the West Java, Indonesia lived a king who had a beautiful daughter. Her name was Dayang Sumi. She liked waving very much. Once she was waving a cloth when I went out here to fell to the ground. Once she was very tired at the time, so she was too lazy to take it. Then she just shouted out loud. She shouted, "Anybody there? Bring me my tool. I will give you special vision. If you are female, I will consider you as my sister. If you are male, I will marry you." Suddenly, a male dog, its name was Tumang, came. He brought her the flying tool. Dayang Sumbi very surprised. She ready to hear what she called Tani is. So she had to marry Tumang and leave her father. Then they lived in a small village. Several months later they and had a son. His name was Sang Kuryang. He was a handsome and healthy boy. Sang Kuryang liked hunting very much. He often went hunting to the forest using his arrow. When he went hunting, Tumang always with him. In the past, there were many deer in Java, so Sang Kuryang often hunting for deer. One day, Dayang Sumi wanted to have a deer herd, so she asked Sang Kuryang to hunt for a deer. Then Sang Kuryang went to the forest with his arrow and his faithful dog Tumang. After several days in the woods, Sang Kuryang could not find any deer. They will all disappear. Sang Kuryang was anxious and disappeared. He didn't know what to disappoint his mother, so he killed Tumang. He didn't know that Tumang was his father. At home, he gave Tumang hurt to her mother. But Dayang Sumi noticed it was Tumang hurt. She was so very angry that she could not control her emotion. She had Sang Kuryang at his head. Sang Kuryang was wounded. There was a scar in her head. She also killed her son. Sang Kuryang left her mother in sadness. Many years passed and Sang Kuryang became a strong young man. He wandered everywhere. One day he arrived at his own village, but he did not realize it. There he met Dayang Sumi. At the time, Dayang Sumi was given in eternal beauty by God, so she has Dayang forever. But often they did not know each other, so they fell in love and they decided to marry. But then Dayang Sumi recognizes a scar on his Sang Kuryang's head. She knew that Sang Kuryang was his son. It was impossible for them to marry. She told Sang Kuryang, but Sang Kuryang did not believe and he wished they to marry son. So Dayang Sumi gave a very difficult condition. She was Sang Kuryang bullied alike and both in one night. She needed for honeymoon. Sang Korean agreed. With the help and Ghanaian spirits, Sang Korean tried to bully them. By midnight, he had finished the ladle by moving a dam in Chitarong River. Then he started moving the boat. It was almost done when nearly finished a man Hui, the young Subi, kept watching on them. She was very worried when she noticed. So she made a light in the ice. Then the spirit talked that it was already done.
Oke, penampilan yang luar biasa sekali dari nomor urut 6. Sekarang kita lanjut ke nomor urut 7.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hey, hello everyone. Welcome to my video. So, in this video, I will bring you a story of my own myth. And the title of the story is Isabella the Lonely Ballerina. Now, here's the story. One night, a former ballerina named Isabella was looking at some old photo. The photo shows when Isabella still being a ballerina with all of her friends were now also gone or stopped being a ballerina. Isabella continued staring at the photo and starting crying a little because she always think of the memories when with all of her friends. And Isabella trying to forget all those things and lay down on the bed and starting to sleep. But Isabella can't sleep because she always keep thinking of the memories when all of her friends were now gone. After that, Isabella gets up from her bed and went to the ballet house when she had danced ballet before. After Isabella arrived in the ballet house looks like abandoned. It's very dark and only lighted by the moonlight. But Isabella didn't care about them all and still forced herself to enter to the building. And inside of the building is very mess. The chairs, the tables, and all of the items is very dusty. And Isabella went straight to ballet practice room and she was looking at several of ballet dress. After that, Isabella took one of the ballet dress and put it on. After that, Isabella prepared to dancing. Exactly at 12 o'clock, Isabella dancing ballets around the room. And after that, Isabella stopped doing a ballet and feels happy again because she can feel the happiest memory with all her friends. And in the end, Isabella looked at the photo with all of her friends under the moonlight and Isabella feels happy again. So, this is the end of the story Isabella the Lonely Ballerina. I hope you guys like the video. Let me end this story. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and see you soon.
Oke, keren sekali penampilan dari nomor urut 7. Sekarang kita lanjut ke nomor urut 8.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning everyone. So today in this video, I will tell you a story, a legend. The legends about Malin Kundang. A long time ago, on the north coast of Sumatra, lived a widow and her only sons named Malin Kundang. They were living in poverty. Malin Kundang was grown up as a skillful young boy. He wanted to be a successful person to help her mother. One day, a large ship of rich merchants comes and docked nearby. Wow, a ship. Maybe I can change my life with that, said Malin Kundang. So, Malin Kundang met one of the ship's crew and was offered to join with him. He knew that it was a good chance to make his dreams come true, so he decided to accept the offer and went home to tell her mother. Mom, what if I sail overseas? Asked Malin Kundang to his beloved mother. Oh my dear, I can let you do that. I lost your father. He was sailing overseas and never come back. I don't want to lose you too. Her mother replied. Malin Kundang kept trying to convince his mother that he would be alright. Mom, if I stay here, I'll always be a poor man. I want to be a successful person, so to help us to get a better life, I promise that I'll be back for you, said Malin Kundang. His mother wiped her own tears and said, Malin, my son, if you really want to go, I can't stop you. I can only pray to God for you to gain your success in life, she sighed wisely. In the next morning, Malin was ready to go. And then, it had been years since Malin left his mother. Malin's mother never heard any news from Malin. However, she kept waiting and praying for his sons to come home safely. After several years of waiting, she was surprised by the arrival of a wealthy merchant in the ship's docks. When the flagship pulled over, Malin's mother saw a wealthy man who was stepping down the ladder, along with a beautiful woman. The man turned out to be her only son, Malin Kundang. Without hesitation, she's running and to hug her sons. However, Malin didn't give any response. He was too amazed that the old woman was his own mother in front of his beautiful wife. Who are you? You're not my mother. My mother has passed away when I was a kid, said Malin Kundang. Malin, what do you mean? I am your mother, Malin, she said sadly. Malin Kundang then ordered his bodyguard to take the old woman away from him. Take this old and filthy woman away out of here! Malin's mother cried as she was dragged by the bodyguard. Malin, my sons, how could you do this to me? Why do you treat your own mother like this, Malin? She sobbed. After that, as her heart was still broken and disappointed to her sons, she cried and shouted to God, Oh God, if he is my real son, I'll crush him into a stone. After that, Malin once again continued his journey and left his mother alone. In the middle of calm sea, a storm came and a wind was blowing hard. The storm struck his ship and turned him into stones. In his last moment, he begs for his mother forgiveness. The end. Thank you for watching. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Cerita yang luar biasa sekali, penyampaian yang sangat jelas dan keren. Oke, mari kita lanjutkan ke peserta nomor 9.
Oh, Mom, please help me. What's wrong with my feet? I can't move my legs anymore. Well, everyone, can you guess the story? I'm Christine Daniela Alfredo London standing here, and I'm gonna be telling you a story about the crying stood. So let's start the story with once upon a time, on the hill far away from the village in the West Kalimantan district, there lived a widow and her daughter named Darmi. Darmi's mother worked in the fields to provide for herself and Darmi. While working in the fields every day, Darmi's mother's skin became darker and her body weight decreased. However, Darmi was only interested in beautifying her face and never helped her mother with the outside work. One day, when Darmi's mother was ready with her harvest, she asked Darmi to come with her to the market to sell the produce. And Darmi refused. I don't want to come, Mom. My skin will be dirty. Especially since the market is muddy. I can imagine my clean skin getting dirty. And finally, her mother went to the market alone. In the afternoon, Darmi's mother returned from the market with some money from the sale of her harvest. When Darmi saw her mother counting the money, she asked to buy a new powder because her old powder had run out. Her mother agreed, but asked Darmi to accompany her to the market. All right, but I don't want to walk beside you. You should walk behind me. Darmi answered. Although Darmi's mother was sad, but she obeyed her doctor's request. So they went to the market. Darmi walking in a beautiful dress and beautiful looks, and her mother walking behind her with poor clothes. On the way to the market, Darmi met a handsome young man who asked her if the old woman behind her was her mother. Do you know what Darmi do? Yes, Darmi lied and said, No, she is not my mom. She is my servant. Darmi's mother was sad, but she didn't say anything. They continued walking. When they arrived at the market, Darmi met her friend, who asked her who was behind her. Darmi again replied that it was her servant. She couldn't hold back her tears and prayed to God in her heart that Darmi would listen. Oh God, I can no longer stand my doctor's attitude. Please God, punish her so that she will be deterred. After Darmi's mother prayed,
Suddenly, Darmy screamed. Oh, Mom! Help me! What's wrong with my feet? I can't move my legs anymore! Slowly but surely, Darmy turned into stone. Mom, forgive me, Mom. Please forgive me. I promise I will never do something like that again. I'm sorry, my doctor. This is all because of your treatment of me. Darmy asked forgiveness from her mother. But it was too late because Darmy had become complete stud. The moral value of the story is we must love our mothers with our hearts, regardless of their physical appearance, because they are the one who gave birth and cared for us until now. So, love your mother, and you will have a peaceful, happy life and the afterlife. Thank you for enjoying my video. I hope you guys enjoyed my storytelling. See you and goodbye.
Oke, luar biasa sekali dari nomor 9. Sekarang kita ke nomor peserta terakhir, yaitu nomor peserta 10.
The story of Sang Kuryang. A long time ago in West Java lived a beautiful girl named Dayang Sumi. Her beauty and intelligence made a prince from the heavenly kingdom of Kayangan desire her as his wife. The prince asked permission from his father to marry Dayang Sumi. However, people from Kayangan could never live side by side with humans. But his father approved on one condition. When they had a child, the prince would transform into a dog. They got married, and Dayang Sumi gave birth to a baby boy named Sang Kuryang. The prince then changed it to a dog named Tumang. He was very smart and handsome like his father. Sang Kuryang liked to hunt animals and look for fruit to eat. One day, when he was hunting, Sang Kuryang accidentally killed Tumang. He went home and told her mother about the dog. Driven by sadness and anger, she grabbed a big spoon and hit Sang Kuryang's head with it. Dayang Sumi was so sad and started to cry because he just lost her husband. Sang Kuryang felt confused. How can his mother love a dog more than him? Sang Kuryang then decided to run away from their home. Many years later, Sang Kuryang found a house of a beautiful woman. He didn't know that the woman was his mother and fell in love with her. Sang Kuryang forced her to marry him, but Sang Kuryang could not accept it because she knew the boy was her son. She realized that she needs to do something to prevent Sang Kuryang from marrying her. The young zombie decided to ask him an impossible requirement to marry her in order for him to give up. She asked Sang Kuryang to plant a big boat with one night. Without Sang Kuryang accept this condition and work hard to fulfill the condition. Then he commanded the genies to cut down the trees and build a boat. A few moments before dawn, Sang Kuryang and his genie servant almost finished the boat. The young zombie immediately woke all the women in the village and asked them to wave a long red scarf. All the women in the village were waving their red scarf, making it look as it was dawn breaking. The sailed by falls down the cockroach and from rose to the new day. Sang Kuryang immediately dropped their work. With all his anger, she kicked the unfinished boat. The boat flew and landed on a valley. The boat then became a mountain called Tabuban Perahu.
Oke, alhamdulillah berakhir sudah video storytelling yang akan kita tonton. Sekarang marilah kita pindah ke pengumuman.
Mulai. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Perkenalkan, nama saya Reni Andrina Ramwati. Saya adalah Dewan Juri dari Storytelling Festival Bulan Bahasa SDMI SMP MTS Kota Banjarbaru tahun ajaran 2023-2024. Sekarang kami akan membacakan penetapan juara berdasarkan SK menimbang bahwa untuk memeriahkan peringatan Bulan Bahasa di SMP Islam Al-Azhar 47 Banjarbaru perlu diadakan lomba membaca puisi, storytelling, dan MTQ pada 25 Oktober 2023. Mengingat pentingnya memberikan dorongan berupa semangat kepada murid-murid serta generasi muda untuk lebih berani serta penuh dengan kreativitas dan tantangan. Memperhatikan pada lomba storytelling perlu ditetapkan juara 1, 2, 3 sebagai pemenang lomba. Memutuskan dan menetapkan 1. Juara lomba Bulan Bahasa yang disebutkan pada lampiran surat keputusan ini. 2. Kepada para pemenang akan diberikan hadiah berupa piagam dan hadiah lainnya sebagaimana disebutkan pada lampiran surat keputusan ini. Keputusan ini tidak dapat diganggu-gugat dan mulai berlaku pada tanggal ditetapkan. Ditetapkan di Banjarbaru pada tanggal 26 Oktober 2023. Dewan Juri Storytelling tingkat SD atau MI, Ani Runiati SPD MPD, Reni Andrina Rahmawati SPD. Storytelling tingkat SMP Madrasah Sanawiyah, Ani Runiati SPD MPD, Reni Andrina Rahmawati SPD. Akan kami berikan penilaian secara umum. Rata-rata kelancaran para peserta sudah bagus karena peserta sudah melakukan latihan sebelumnya. Untuk pengucapan atau pronunciation ada yang bagus sekali karena mereka seperti native speaker. Kemudian eye contact, ada yang terlihat membaca karena arah mata tidak tertuju pada kamera dan pada satu arah ke arah lain. Ada yang terus memindahkan berbagai properti sehingga tidak terjadi eye contact. Kemudian kostum termasuk properti yang digunakan. Kemudian yang terakhir adalah sebagai pertimbangan manajemen waktu. Ada yang bisa memaksimalkan waktunya dan sehingga bisa memaksimalkan performansnya. Kemudian surat keputusan Dewan Juri tentang 3 besar terbaik tingkat SD dan SMP dari lomba storytelling. Storytelling tingkat SD MI Jibril Ahmed Al-Zikir, Humaira Faukani Handifa, Namirel. Storytelling tingkat SMP Madrasah Sanawiyah, Christine Daniela Elvira London, Safa Gaisa Kakam, Ahmad Supriyadi. Baiklah, terima kasih atas perhatiannya. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Alhamdulillah berakhir sudah kegiatan kita untuk storytelling kontes tingkat SMP dan tingkat SD. Terima kasih banyak kepada para penonton serta kepada para peserta. Selamat kepada para pemenang dan akan kami tunggu kehadirannya pada puncak acara hari Sabtu tanggal 28 Oktober 2023. Terima kasih banyak. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Selamat malam.